Hey yo, what up, fight worshipper? Boxing fanatic. I'm back with another one. It's official like a referee with a whistle. Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez on a real ninja birthday, August 16th. Yes, that's my B-day. But it's looking like they trying to sabotage, satellize Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach fight on that same day in Vegas. I don't know what y'all take. Tell me what y'all take on it. Y'all think they trying to be spiteful? They trying to start up some controversy between them fighting on the same date, August 16th? I don't know. Y'all let me know, but y'all stick around. This is something that we're gonna be talking about. So
it's showtime!
we all know Teo and Devin got extensive beef with each other, right? And they both fought the same amount of fighters. Now think about it, you know. Okay, Teo fought Lomachenko, right? He dominated that round. I mean that fight. Like 1 out of 10 rounds. I think Lomachenko won the last 2 rounds. Could have been 3. The last 3 rounds. We could give him that. Right? He beat Lomachenko. Teo fought George Kambosos. Teo got dropped in that fight and lost. He took his first loss against George Kambosos in that fight. Right? So Teo's last fight was at 140 pounds against Arnold Barbosa. But I'm just skipping. I'm going all the way. I'm just skipping. You know, y'all got to follow me. But Devin was on the verge to fighting Teofimo Lopez. You know, they had got into it or what have you.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
At 135 pounds, Devin had been on that boy trail, you know, for some time now. And Teo kept avoiding that fade. Devin wanted that work. Teo said that he was going to fight Devin, but we all know he found ways to get out of that. That never happened. The fight never manifested itself. Teo went on to, you know, to fight other champions and took another loss, but he was looking pretty good. And yeah, and he fought, you know, some real good champions, you know, like Jermaine Ortiz, you know, Josh Taylor. That's just to name a few, you know. And the last fight against Arnold Barbosa, he put on a spectacular performance. Devin fought that same night before. Teo was the main event. Devin was just an appetizer. That was bad. I mean, that was the worst appetizer I think I ever seen in my life. You know, against, you know, Jose Ramirez, and he came to put on a lot of pressure. That was Devin's first fight back after taking the loss between him and Garcia. Garcia, we seen what Devin did in that fight. You know, kept going to the bully and was getting knocked down. He got knocked down like about 4 or 5 times, and the ref only called it 3 times as a knockdown. And Devin kept getting up. Yeah, it's cool to get up and show that you got a chin, but what is not cool is you taking a punishment. I felt like his daddy should have stopped that, you know. But Devin fought George Kambosos over there in his backyard, not once but twice. Beat him twice convincingly. He beat Vasily Lomachenko. A lot of people said Devin lost. I felt like Devin won that fight. It could have been like, you know, 6-4, or maybe, you know, a lot of people seen it, you know, other way around. Like, could have put it a draw, or, you know, not 6-4, but like 8-4. I mean, and a lot of people seen it differently. I just feel like in this fight against Teofimo Lopez, they both bring a lot to the ring. They both got great skills, great ring IQ. Teo has the power. I think it's gonna come down to will, guts, who won it the most. But if we can just go off, as they say, you only as great as your last fight. If we was to go off the last fight, I'm taking Teo. No shade. Even though Teo is a racist, a lot of people don't like Teo, but I can't knock Teo from, his greatness. Teo, he got a lot of skills. I mean, he got a lot of ring IQ. You can't take that away from him. Even though I'm not knocking Teo for, being great like how he is, because he done been in there with some tough opponents. And every time he was, stepped up, he won. Even though he got dropped in that Sandor Martin fight twice, I felt like he lost. I felt like in the Jermaine Ortiz fight, he got outboxed. He got outskilled in that fight. And Devin, I guess he looking to do the same against Teo. I just think right now Devin is a little gunshot, because looking at his last fight, that boy did more running than throwing. I mean, I ain't know if Devin was, you could tell that he tried to perfect his mistakes. Like, he went all 12 rounds with that hand up covering his chin, which that was a good thing to do against, Jose Ramirez, which was good. But I think like against somebody like Teo, Devin gonna have to pull out, all his tools in the toolbox, or all his hooks and his fishing tackle. He got to bring more to the game against Teo, because Teo, he coming to knock you out. He coming to get you up out of there. If you ain't supposed to be in there with him, he gonna expose you and make you look silly. And as we just seen, he just did that against Arnold Barbosa, the same guy that he did that against Jose Ramirez. Arnold Barbosa looked spectacular, but Styles made fights, and Teofimo Lopez made him look like an ordinary fighter. That's why I say this is I don't even want to say a pick'em fight, because when you roll the dice, I don't care how you slice it, dice it, or cut it. I mean, I gotta go with the last. I'm gonna go with Teo on this one, even though I don't like Teo for him being racist, but I mean, you gotta call a spade at this point. I think I'm gonna take Teo in this fight when it come down to it. Y'all let me know about this, how y'all feel about this fight getting made between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, because Teo had been going off, he was going off in the deep end, trying not to get this fight, getting into it with Turki Al-Sheikh, saying things that I felt like was diabolical of him saying, because knowing that the stuff that you saying ain't gonna get you to fight. So it was almost like, how you go to a restaurant and say Burger King for an example. You order your stuff at the window. You tell them however, how you want your sandwich made, right? You get to the window and you pay for it. But then you go to the next window, you get it. And then when you open it up, it's not what you want, then you mad. That's how I feel like Teo was doing. It's like, they talked up this fight. They built up this fight to get the fight made. Devin signed his end of the bargain of the contract. And then when Teo get his contract, he not happy. So then he go off. It's the same thing. So y'all let me know what y'all think about, this fight getting made August 16th on the real Ninja birthday. That's my B-Day. Prayers up, blessings up. Y'all let me know what y'all think, all right? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. One love, one life. I'm out. Peace.